welcome back to another video. So you guys remember the last video when I said that I wasn't going to upload again until after CitizenCon? Well, CAG decided to release the Zeus, so change of plans. We're going to take a look at the Zeus Mk II store page. It is finally available in the store right now, ahead of CitizenCon. So that's pretty interesting. I don't entirely know why they didn't want to wait a couple of days. But I know a lot of people are excited about this ship and probably can't wait to have it in their hands. And so, well, now we do. Now we do have it. It's here, become a legend. The Mk II is a updated design on a ship that is very popular in the lore of the game, and the new trailers kind of show you a little bit more about the in-game lore. Okay, so I'm not going to go through and read all of this or watch the trailer. You guys can do that. I'll leave it linked in the video description below if you guys want to check it out. There are two versions coming out, the ES and the CL model. You have Explore and Haul. Okay, her legacy lives on. You have this kind of in-game character, the spokesperson for the ship, and of course the trailer here, Robert Space Industries. And then we have some photos here. It is a great looking ship. I think CAG really knocked out the design. You can see the docking collar right there, and somebody kind of leaving through the side of the ship to EVA. You can see the tractor beam taking in cargo there at the back. You can see three-person crew, okay, up at the front on the bridge. A little bit of the firepower. We all know that, this is a little bit of marketing here, okay. We don't know yet how this thing performs that well in combat, especially not against three Buccaneers. I think if you were realistically up against three Buccaneers with players in them, you're not having the best day in this ship, but it does have good shields. So again, this is just kind of a scenario that I don't know about 100%, but yeah, great artwork here. The ship is looking great. This is kind of interesting. This planet down below here looks a lot like Pyro. You can see the spacescaping is different. In the background here, we have what looks like the Pyro skybox. It looks like, Pyro 3 down here on the bottom with the clouds. Then we have, the Zeus CL over here at an outpost taking cargo in. We have the two ships again in Pyro. The clouds are looking amazing. CAG updated the cloud tech in this latest patch. If you fly over ArchCorp, if you fly over Microtech, the clouds are just looking incredible. They're kind of fixing up a lot of the hazing and weird artifacting that were at the edges of the clouds to make them look a little bit better. Looks like you're flying over a moon here. Again, you can see the Pyro spacescaping. They're really showing us Pyro in these clips. Then we have, what looks like Microtech here. Again, the Zeus CL. So now we go down. We have some paints, okay. We have here the Starscape paint, but let's go to factory standard, okay. So this is the ES factory standard in white. Then we have the sun swept, which is yellow. This looks pretty good. The C1 also has yellow paint. Not really my cup of tea, but not bad. I know some people will really like that. And we have the solar paint. I do like this. The orange is nice. There's not that many ships that have, this kind of orange. But again, I don't know what it looks like in game yet. Then we have the Starscape. I think this is the concierge paint. I'm not entirely sure. It looks pretty good. But what's kind of interesting about these paints is that they're a little bit different. Of course, we have the CL factory standard. They're a little bit different on different ships. Of course, on the CL, you have the black and yellow stripes here at the back, kind of helping you still differentiate between the two versions of the ship. With the solar, you do lose those stripes on the back there. So this looks pretty clean for the CL if you're wondering about that. But you can see those cross supports there that let you know that this is a CL. And last, you have a big difference with the Starscape, because again, it has a little bit more of this, I guess what looks like orange here, or gold or whatever in the middle versus on the ES. The ES has a lot less of that goldy orange color. Then we have the specs: crew, pilot, co-pilot, turret operator, and then you can download the brochure. Again, become a legend. Now we get into the price, okay? And this is kind of interesting because they have 10-year insurance across the board. So that's kind of interesting. Usually, when they do a concept sale, you have the lifetime insurance, right? Okay, for the war bond. This is past the concept sale. It's now straight to flyable, and we get a war bond with 10 years, and we get a non-war bond with 10 years. So the difference between the war bond and the non-war bond in this case is just the price. You get the same package essentially. See, 10-year insurance if you hang it and the ship. Then you go, can I expand this? Okay. Then you go to the ES 10-year insurance if you hang it. So both the war bond and non-war bond both have 10-year insurance during the sale. So if you want to pick up this ship for store credit, you can get that 10-year insurance. So that's really cool. I think that's kind of an interesting move from CIG. But it has gone up in price. So originally, this ship, when it was on concept, was $150, okay? And it was $175 for the MR. Now both the ES and the CL are $160, okay? This pushes them in price up a little bit, and then $175 for non-war bond. So basically, moving forward, the official price will be $175, okay? Again, for the CL, that puts it a lot closer in Constellation Taurus territory, in my personal opinion. The bump up from the Taurus, going from the CL to the Taurus, here, I think that decision becomes a little bit harder now, because 175 is much more expensive than the 125 of the C1. Okay, so interesting price increase. I was kind of hoping maybe the non-war bond would be closer to the 160 and the war bond would stay at 150, but the price always does raise when it leaves concept, so this isn't too surprising. But again, I really like that they kept the 10-year insurance across the board. Really, for ships like this, you really want to have those, so that's pretty good. And we have the packs, okay? The duo pack. You want both ships, $300. Save a little bit of money by buying both of them, if you want both of them, that is, okay? War bond, I don't really think it's worth it to drop 300 real, world money, quote unquote, for these two ships. If you have the store credit, I think, and if you have the store credit and you want both, I think that this duo pack makes sense, because again, you're getting two of these ships with 10-year insurance for store credit. So in my opinion, that's not a bad deal. Okay, and you're saving a little bit of money if you want both of them. Okay, because you're saving like $50 to get both of them. So if you do want both of them on store credit, you could get the duo pack, and you're getting 10 years of insurance with that. So I think this is actually not a bad deal. This, again, $300 is kind of pricey for new, real world money. But I do think people will go for this. Again, you're getting that 10-year insurance. But again, with store credit, only $30 more. That's a good deal. You're still saving a lot of money. Then we have the skins here. You have the 3 paint pack for $14.40, which is not a bad deal. And then $6 across the board. Okay. And then of course they have the Legacy Pack War Bond. This is special subscriber offers. So if you are a subscriber, you can get both Zeus variants, the ES and the CL, both with the paints, and you'll also get this Zeus exploration suit. We can expand it here to show. See, we have the ES and the CL. Then we have the paint for both versions, 10-year insurance, and then the Airview hanger. Okay, then we have the exploration suit Starscape, which is that one, the helmet, and the backpack. So you have this full set, you have all the paints, and you have both of them for the same price as the regular duo pack. So if you are a subscriber and you want the duo pack and you want to spend real money, this is the one you want to get. Don't buy this one. If you are, again, if you are a subscriber, don't buy this one, War Bond. Get this one. But that being said, they do not have a non-War Bond version of this package. So if you are a subscriber and you want to get this one. And then of course buy the skin separately, because this is War Bond only. This is not a store credit option. So if you want, again, if you want the full pack with the paints, with the suit, that's real money only. There's no store credit version for that. But then we have War Bond upgrades. Okay, so if you want to upgrade to these ships from an existing ship, you have a War Bond option, which is a new money option at a reduced price. Okay, so if I go in here and I click on upgrade today and I choose the C1, you guys can't really see it here. Let me move my camera actually. Okay, we have, let me kind of adjust it again. Okay, did that work? Okay, yes. So we have this version here. If you want to upgrade the C1, for instance, two options, 35 for the War Bond version. That is new money. And if you want to use store credit, it's $50 to upgrade. Again, you're going from 125 to 175. That's a $50 difference. But if you buy the War Bond version, which is new money, not store credit, it's 35. So you're saving some money by getting the War Bond version. So there are War Bond options here for you guys if you want to use real money, new money, and do that. So that's kind of the end of this page. A lot of options here, a lot of buying options here. Some good. Of course, there is a price increase. Okay, the skins look pretty cool. Okay, and of course, you know, you have the concierge skin. Again, I'm not entirely sure if this is the concierge skin or not. Kind of looks like it, but it's not saying so. So I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sure. This might not be. So, yeah, it is a good looking skin regardless. Yeah, I hope you guys like this little walkthrough of the new Zeus Mk II store page. If you guys are looking to pick it up, you have a lot of options there. I think it's always good when CIG gives us a lot of options. It is a really cool ship. Again, it has gone up in price, so those comparisons to the Taurus are going to be a lot more relevant. Again, previously, a lot of people were comparing the Zeus Mk II CL to the Spirit C1, but I don't think those comparisons are as valid anymore because of this new price increase. And so I think a lot more people are going to compare it to the Taurus if they're looking at buying it. Of course, it's a different story if you're looking at buying it in game, but if you're looking at buying it with real money, I think that the Taurus becomes a more attractive option again because it has so much. It has more shields, has more guns, has bigger components. It's still virtually soloable. It has more cargo. It has less creature comforts, but again, it still has that entrance up at the front. You don't have to walk all the way through the ship. Has an elevator at the bottom. You can hold an Ursa rover in it. That's gonna be the real deciding factor there. For some people, you can fit the Nursa, so you can respawn in it. Again, the Taurus is more competitive against the Zeus Mk II CL than the C1 for those reasons. And I think at that price, a lot of people should really consider the Taurus a little bit more. But this is a beautiful ship, and especially if you got it on concept, you're sitting pretty. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love looking at ships. You guys know ships is, can be controversial, but they are a big part of the game, and they're very exciting, and this is a very exciting ship. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Sound off in the comments down below. I'll be down there replying to all of you guys. I will see you guys after CitizenCon. I hope you guys enjoy your CitizenCon. There's going to be a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of stuff to cover, so we'll be right back at it. But that's going to be it for me in this video. Like I always say at the end of these videos, you guys, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Salut.